Okay, that's just great.
Declined to answer. At least $6.5 billion in donor money also went to LA County government programs. Two groups told Fox they received money but never applied for it.
My whole house, everything gone.
FireAid recruited Mark Jones to appear in its
Dude,
fundraiser, and he thought he'd get help.
I was actually expecting to some type of reach out or something to let us know that we're here to help you. And I've been searching and trying to figure that out since.
Congressman Kevin Kiley wants an investigation, although there is no evidence of fraud.
We need to get to the bottom of where this money is going.
FireAid says it elected to get the money out quickly and did not have the infrastructure to handle direct payments to individuals. Critics say maybe so, but argue many victims were not told where and how to access the aid. While there's no evidence of deception, many want an accounting of exactly how that $100 million was spent. Brett?
All right, William, thank you.
That's messed up.
It is recess time in Congress. House members are heading home early while senators have another week to go. But President Trump is putting pressure on them before they leave. Both groups have plenty of unfinished business awaiting them. Senior congressional correspondent Chad Pergram reports from Capitol Hill.
Recording this. Oh.
Or we need to stay to get nominations done.
President Trump imploring Senate Republicans to, quote, cancel August recess and long weekends to confirm nominees. More than 130 Trump nominees await confirmation, ranging from assistant cabinet secretaries to ambassadors. Republicans accuse Democrats of hamstringing the president's picks by bleeding the clock on each nominee.
This is clearly an attempt to block, delay,
it's Friday for me.
It is
July
an
25th.
example of Trump derangement syndrome on steroids.
GOP senators are willing to blow off the beach in exchange for Washington's August swamp.
He wants his people.
That's it's Friday.
He tells us to stay.
It's not Fox News.
I'll happily stay.
Democrats aren't ready to cede their leverage.
I certainly want to go back and be able to talk to my constituents, but they also elected me to be here to be able to fight these fights.
However, lingering in Washington presents a people problem.
It's important that we go home and talk to our constituents and hear what they have to say.
Republicans face challenges marketing the big.
Hi, Mr. President. It's Friday for me. July 25th, 3:37 p.m. Mr. President, I just found out about. I'm still. So, is Alexis going to break up with her boyfriend at all? I don't know.
That's a good one. That's going to be a good one. So we have great numbers we just announced that I have to go over because you've seen them, but we have great
it's hard to say,
numbers.
right?
The deal with Japan is amazing. They've given us $550 billion, and we have.
Is that why the pandemic happened, Mr. President? Because Alexis decided to go love another man.
Very, very cute, actually. They said, sir, there's too much winning. They picked up another routine, you know. Go ahead.
What is my future, Mr. President? Do you know? Does Andrew have a good future? I would not. Do I get to love Alexis or?
Yeah, that's DOJ going against New York. But we're going against
You answered the question. Do I get to?
Could
I fall in love with Alexis? I don't know. Cause you say yeah, but that's answering the reporter, so not answering Andrew. But,
numerous lawsuits with other cities. We want to bring safety.
so next priority,
And we're doing it in
Mr. President, how do I make contact with the White House? I'm gonna try to work. Andrew's gonna try to work on my resume. Is there?
in terms of negotiating. It was too bad. Hamas
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I saw the news.
want to make a deal.
You don't want to make a deal.
And it's very, very
They
bad.
just.
But
Hi.
it got to be to a point where you're going to have to finish the job. They
Yeah.
really, they asked for things. Don't forget, we got a lot of hostages.
I was a French president. As a military
And they know what
Russia.
happens after you get the
My
phone
parents.
hostages. And basically, because of that, they
Hi Caroline. Do you know how? Because I tried to direct message Tulsi, and Tulsi hasn't direct messaged me back on Instagram. And if it were as easy as that, you could just call me on the phone. And how, right? I mean, do I have to initiate contact with the White House, try to apply for an internship, or am I just never working with?
How well the country's doing, or they should focus on the fact that Barack Hussein Obama led a coup,
Yeah.
or they should focus on the fact that Larry Summers
And
from Harvard.
is it possible for me to win the lottery? I mean, if Andrew wins the lottery, then I would have a way to contact you, because you could have a fundraiser and I could donate $1 million to your campaign, and then I would be able to meet you in person, and then that would be a way into making contact with you, because if Andrew wins the lottery, like there's a Powerball that's getting pretty big. I donate $1 million out to the, and then there would be a meeting, and then I would get in contact and start working. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ursula's actually meeting. I heard that Ursula's meeting you, so she tweeted. Ursula's gonna try to. Oh yeah, Ursula meet Trump. I mean, Ursula says we'll meet Trump Sunday to discuss trade deals. Ursula says it's on. To meet the U.S. president on Sunday to discuss trade with the European Union. The following good call with POTUS will agree with positive design. So Ursula's going to meet you on Sunday. It says, the European Commission on Thursday said negotiate trade solution in the United States with the written reach, even as U.S. voted to approve counter tariffs on 93. But they voted to approve, but I think we might be able to get a trade deal. Yeah, Caroline. This is on Reuters, and I read the news on Google News. So Ursula might be meeting she is meeting the president on Sunday. It's just 2 days, so good luck. Good luck, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we've been. Yeah. Yeah.
All you have to do is take a look at the dossier, the fake dossier. Everything's fake with that administration. Everything's fake with the Democrats. Take a look at what they just found about.
Yeah, that's what I read too. I mean, what you just said is on the news. So.
There are a bunch of sick people. Where did you see
5 hours ago.
outside? We'll take care of it.
It's 3:42 p.m. and sorry to force you to have to take more questions. This thing is 36 minutes and 16 seconds. So you have about 21 minutes of questions you have to answer, and this is on the White House on YouTube. So yeah, I'm sorry for asking so much about my personal love life. It's really, really bothering him. But I think Caroline and President Trump. I think my other reason all these wars are breaking out is because Alexis is not dating me. I do not. I no longer have control over all the. I mean, I can't fight the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Basically, famine, war, pestilence, and death. I basically lost the ability to fight all 4 of them, and I don't know what's going to happen. I just. Because I'm sad and I'm not in a timeline where I know I have a happy ending, and Andrew doesn't have the ability to control time anymore, so it scares me. It absolutely scares me. I mean, you know what Ellie Michelle, Caroline, you know what Ellie Michelle wrote in the book, right? In her book, it says 2035. The American economy basically collapses, and is she manifesting this timeline that America is going to be in trouble? I mean, why would anybody try to do that? Why would anybody manifest that future? Why not manifest a good future for America? There is no reason why anybody want to manifest a timeline where America it doesn't do great. And is Allie Michelle and Alexis just choosing that timeline because Alexis wants to love her boyfriend and Allie Michelle will love somebody else maybe? Anyway. That is absolutely insane. To manifest that timeline just because you want to love some random dude that you're not supposed to be loved, and you manifest a bad timeline for America. It's like that is insane. I mean, I might fall in with the women that are insane. And is there another way out? You're talking China, yeah. Brett, I'm talking to the president and the gaggles. I mean, Brett's on TV muted, so probably bothering Brett. But I'm just literally calling how the message is casual coffee, yeah. Yeah, with a little bit of with that.
There's a lot of good things. It's hard to explain to people the headline was, oh, Trump wants a week now. Not a week. You take a look at the history of China over the last 20 years. All they do is fight for weak currency.
I think the Congresswoman,
Really doing well.
President Gaggle.
So, I just say thank you very much. Well, the Gaza situation, I said this was going to happen when you get down to your last 10 or 20. We got a lot of hostages out. We took them out in numbers that nobody believes, a lot of them. And I said, when you get...
Well, I don't really want American troops. I mean, Andrew doesn't want American troops. President Trump doesn't want American troops in Gaza, but if France wants to recognize the Palestinian state, why doesn't France deploy troops inside Gaza and try to fight Hamas? It's 40,000 armed Hamas with urban combat. How big is the French military? I mean, how big is the French military? I mean, I need to talk to President Macron. I mean, maybe they're willing to fight Hamas themselves, and I will try to find. Yeah, France totally said they were going to recognize the Palestinian state, which means.
He's okay. He's a team player, pretty much.
But somebody has to get rid of Hamas, and Israel doesn't have a trained military, so.
Well, they made a statement, France.
They're all National Guard basically. All the French
Statement
and
doesn't carry
the
any weight. He's a very good guy. I like him, but that statement doesn't carry weight.
How are you with a trade deal with the EU?
We'll see about French.
I would
We'll
say
find out.
that we have a 50-50 chance, maybe less than that, but a 50-50 chance of making a deal with the EU.
Really?
And it'll be a deal where they have to buy down their tariff, because they're right now at 30%. And they'll have to buy it down. Maybe, or they could leave the way they are. But they want to make a deal very badly. I would have said we have a 25% chance with Japan. And they kept coming back.
That is a Hinduist time. I keep getting.
Japan's putting up $550 billion. It's a lot of money. And also paying tariffs. The biggest part of the Japan deal, and maybe we get this with the EU, maybe we don't, is that we have the right to go in and trade. We have the right to totally open Japan to the EU.
History. Ursula.
That's, to me, the biggest part of the deal.
Ursula Trump. I guess.
I would like to see that.
Yeah. Green, so she's wearing something green. This is hold on.
I agree with President Trump that others are taking unfair advantage of the current rules.
It's Friday, July 25th, 2025, 3:49 p.m. for Andrew.
Fit for the realities of the global.
The president's doing a gaggle. The president's going to Scotland on Friday, July 25th, 2025. And you had a good call with them?
And last tool will not exist.
Yeah.
This is why we have always been ready to negotiate with the United States.
I think
to remove the remaining barriers to transatlantic trade.
Yeah, I mean, we have to either go free trade or have a little bit of tariffs on both sides.
Finalizing the first package
Because for the United States, I think in June, we actually had a surplus for our treasury because of the tariffs. And
to protect our interests.
tariffs is a form of taxation.
If negotiations fail.
Yeah, I mean,
We will
it helps with the revenue for the treasury. It's a form of taxation, basically.
because we cannot absorb global overcapacity, nor will we accept
Yeah.
dumping of our market.
Yeah.
As Europeans, we will always promote.
You're meeting with President Xi Jinping. You met with him already,
And we will always stand up for Europe.
you already met with President.
But there is an alternative path.
Yeah.
It is not too late to address concerns through negotiations.
Yeah, because President Trump, you have a 50-50 chance of getting a trade deal with Europe.
Is permanently engaged with his U.S. counterparts. We will work towards reducing barriers, not raising them.
We can try to do that, but whoa. Something. Oh crap.
By our
Sorry.
closest ally. Yes, we must brace for the impact that
This is
will
from
inevitably
Reuters, so this is a lot
have.
quicker.
Europe has everything it needs to make it through
Yeah.
the storm. We are in this together.
Yeah, I
If you take
mean,
on one of us,
America
you
and
take on
well,
all of us.
yeah, exactly.
So
I
we
mean,
will stand together and stand up. for
America
each
and
other.
Europe should be allies, and
Unity is our strength. Europe has the largest single market in the world, 450 million
larger
consumers.
than America. Yeah,
That is our safe harbor in tumultuous times.
if you don't
And
count
Europe will
China.
stand at the side of those directly impacted. We have already announced new measures
So
to support the steel and car sectors. Last week, we limited the amount of
French are
steel
talking about Gaza, so
that can be imported to Europe tariff-free. This will give more
Well,
breathing space.
negotiating directly with President Trump would be pretty good. Just with you've all been negotiating with Secretary Besson for a long time, I think, and with all the other trade representatives of the United States.
And others will follow. Europe stands together.
I think one of the barriers I think, Mr. President Trump, is Europe has higher standards for food safety, right? And if we want to sell our food products into Europe, we have to figure out some way to meet their food safety standards. Also, I mean, Europe has higher food standards, so. And if America wants to sell to Europe, we have to figure out a way to meet your food standards. So, our agricultural products and our cars and our stuff.
Soyons lucides sur les immenses conséquences. L'économie mondiale va souffrir massivement.
Do we have the ability to sell our electric vehicles? I mean, I don't know.
La montée d'un nouveau
Because
protectionnisme.
electric vehicles, people usually want to build it inside Europe if you don't want to be bought in Europe. So it gets really complicated.
Ainsi que pour les pays les plus vulnérables qui sont aujourd'hui soumis.
We just need somewhere to help
Ils sont soumis à des
lower our
taux
national
de
debt, America's national debt.
plus élevés.
Whatever we need to do.
C'est tout le contraire de ce que nous voulons.
Because our national debt is over
Les droits
100%
des douanes
GDP.
nuire également aux consommateurs du monde entier. Cela se fera sentir immédiatement. Des millions de citoyens devront faire face à des coûts plus élevés pour l'alimentation. Des médicaments coûteront plus cher, de même que les
He's talking about somebody else, so.
Et ce sont surtout les citoyens les plus vulnérables qui auront pâti. Les entreprises,
Okay.
grandes et petites, souffrent
In about 6 days,
également
so.
dès les premiers jours. À cause de l'incertitude accrue, de la perturbation des chaînes d'approvisionnement et de la
Yeah, this is the one.
lourdeur de la bureaucratie. Le coût des relations
Yeah.
commerciales
This is July
avec les
25th,
États-Unis
2025, so.
augmentera considérablement.
You are Ursula is
Il ne semble pas y avoir
Ursula's on April 2nd. I mean, right after the.
il n'y a pas de voie complexité et le chaos.
These tariffs are gonna crash the market in America, but it's gonna. President Trump's gonna suspend them. So what these tariffs that he announced are basically not permanent. So, I mean, they're just a negotiating tactic. So we are now negotiating for. President Trump has basically suspended all the tariffs until August 1st. So.
Les entreprises ont bénéficié d'opportunités considérables.
We're trying to negotiate as fast as we can, but it's very difficult. So you have almost 4 months, I guess. April, May, June, July. Yeah, you have almost 4 months to try to negotiate something. We might extend it. The thing we might not. But you're meeting with the president on Sunday after a phone call.
Et je suis prêt à soutenir tous les
He's talking about America.
pour adapter le système commercial mondial aux réalités.
Oh yeah, Ursula, I found out that Alexis might have had a boyfriend for 4 or 5 years. I mean, shit. Ursula, I think that's why the pandemic happened, that boyfriend. Because that boyfriend is the reason I lost my past, basically. That boyfriend and Diana, meeting Diana in 2020. Both sides, I think. Both sides. Andrew met Diana, and Alexis met whoever she met that was in her life, and then separated our timelines. And that's how the pandemic happened, because I just lost everything. I mean, we still have. There is a video of Tulsi Gabbard, Ursula, on Veterans Day in 2019. I am in that room, and in 2019, I was going to try to meet Tulsi Gabbard and join her campaign and help her campaign with my telepathy. So Ursula in 2019, Veterans Day 2019, before the pandemic, Andrew absolutely knew that he had superpowers. That Andrew in the past. But by 2020 and 2021, the past Andrew has completely forgotten. So something definitely happened. And I don't understand how that works. Because I still remember in 2019 having superpowers, and I also remember 2020 and 2021 not knowing I had superpowers. How does that work, Ursula? I mean, that means that Andrew's memories and past is locally. It's like you could just erase Andrew by himself, by me by myself. You can erase my timeline without affecting too much of the world, and that is astonishing. That is absolutely astonishing to me that you could. Oh, sorry. I mean, Reuters. Pause it. That is absolutely astonishing. This is sorry, that was the old interview with Red. Anyway, good luck with the trade negotiation. America could really use some help, and you already know what I'm going to be doing in the month of July, beginning of July for sure. And I think in August possibly, as soon as Andrew's heart gets okay, because I am really upset about Alexis. I mean, I'm just really upset, and is she my one true love, Mr. President, anymore? Is she still my one true love, or is this timeline so forked that she is not my one true love anymore in this timeline? Ursula and President Trump. President Ursula, President Condeleezza, President Donald and Ursula. I don't know. I mean, Mr. President, because that's the thing. if Alexis was supposed to marry that man, possibly named Ricky, right? If he's supposed to marry that man, why keep it a secret? Like if she had to keep it a secret for the causality that it was sent backwards in time, right? Yeah, right, Mr. President. So with that, I mean, she has to keep it for the causality. But if that man is truly her true love, she wouldn't have to to do this. I mean, do this to all of us, right? Keep it a secret, and if she was a secret, I never would have met her in the first place. And then all the causality in her lifetime wouldn't have happened. So she basically has to keep it a secret to get the causality from me, and that is absolutely cruel. If she knew for sure that they were supposed to be together and just had to capture me to get the causality she needed for her own survival, for her existence to be changed, that is absolutely cruel for a woman to do. That is absolutely cruel, Mr. President, to just basically fake it out. Like it's like a fake, absolutely fake, fake her being my one true love, so that she would have the causality for her past, and then she marries somebody else. That is the absolute cruelest thing to ever done, and that is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. She has to do that. And that makes that man horrible too. That is the most horrible man ever lived. I'm gonna put something. That makes. I mean, I don't know what I don't say Alexis is horrible, but can you imagine someone doing that? Because think about it real quick. Right? If that man, see, right? Sorry, I have to skip over where there's is pausing.
Die Kosten für Geschäfte mit den Vereinigten Staaten werden drastisch steigen. Und was noch dazu kommt, ist, dass es keine...
I just wanted to let Ursula know that you're meeting, and then good luck on the meeting on Sunday with Ursula installment. So, you're talking about Hogan?
In den vergangenen 80 Jahren hat der Handel zwischen Europa und den Vereinigten Staaten Millionen von Arbeitsplätzen geschaffen. Verbraucher auf der anderen Seite des Atlantiks haben von niedrigeren Preisen profitiert. Die Unternehmen haben von enormen profitiert, die zu einmaligem Wohlstand und Wachstum geführt haben.
I haven't really not seen this.
Gleichzeitig wissen wir, dass die globalen Handelssysteme erhebliche Mängel aufweisen. Hier stimme ich mit Präsident Trump
because I searched my YouTube history. I have not seen anything about you talking about Trump. So, and the other thing you were talking about was you were going green. So, I'm pretty sure this is the only time I'm talking to President Ursula. So, she's talking in German now. And you met with
das Einsetzen von Zöllen.
President Trump's gag is about to end soon, so good luck. Safe trip, Mr. President.
Deshalb waren wir von Anfang an bereit, mit den USA zu verhandeln, um alle
I can see you landing on UK, so I was talking in landing on UK. Why not, right? So,
aber zugleich sind wir auch bereit, darauf zu reagieren. Wir werden bereits an der Fertigstellung eines ersten Pakets.
I can see you landing on UK. There's a little tiny White House has 8 minutes. I'll say hello once you land.
Und wir bereiten uns jetzt darauf vor, weitere Gegenmaßnahmen zu nehmen, um unsere Interessen und unsere Unternehmen zu schützen, falls die Verhandlungen scheitern. Wir werden auch genau beobachten, welche
Mr. President,
Wirkung diese
I just finished watching you leaving.
Denn wir können weder globale Überkapazitäten absorbieren, noch werden wir Dumping auf unseren Märkten tolerieren.
It's 4 p.m.
Als Europäerinnen und Europäer werden wir immer unsere Interessen und unsere Werte verteidigen.
July 25th, 2025, the end of Friday, 4 p.m.
Aber es gibt auch einen alternativen Weg. Es ist noch nicht zu spät, Bedenken durch die Verhandlungen auszuräumen Das ist der Grund, warum unser Handelskommissar Šefčovič in ständigem Kontakt mit seinen US-Kollegen ist.
Good luck, Ursula.
Wir werden auf den Abbau von Handelshemmnissen hinarbeiten,
Yeah.
nicht sie zu
As the
erhöhen,
president
sondern sie zu
told
senken. Lassen Sie uns von der Konfrontation
I think
zur
you're.
Verhandlung übergehen. Das ist der richtige Weg.
We'll be meeting with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Schließlich
A lot of people will be
möchte
staying
ich
in
mich auch
Turnberry,
direkt an
and
die
then we're
Menschen
going to
wenden.
Aberdeen, which is the oil
Ich
capital of
weiß,
Europe, actually.
wie viel Sie davon enttäuscht sind,
Wow.
dass einer unserer ältesten Verbündeten
Yeah.
I think it's more of a celebration
Yeah.
than a workout.
I think. Oh, sorry.
It's a great deal for both, and we're going to
Wir
have
stehen das
a
gemeinsam
meeting
durch.
on other things other than the deal.
Wenn Sie es
The deal is
einen, wenn es
concluded.
einen
For
von
the UK, yeah. I mean,
das ist ein
this is one in Scotland because I think that just because I might have mentioned it.
Wir werden also zusammen. Wir werden uns
Ah.
also füreinander einsetzen.
Francis and I'm gonna have to talk.
Denn wir wissen, in Europa ist Einigkeit unsere große Stärke.
I see you all and talk to
Europa
you.
hat den größten
Ja.
Binnenmarkt der Welt. 450 Millionen Verbraucher.
It is very diverse.
Das ist der sichere Hafen für unsere Unternehmen in stürmischen Zeiten.
Yeah. Stop bringing people along.
Seite derjenigen stellen, die direkt betroffen sind. Die Menschen,
Yeah.
die Unternehmen.
I don't know. I mean,
Angekündigt.
do I have to marry Alexis if she just tapped me along?
Letzte Woche haben wir zum Beispiel die Menge
Yeah, that's
des
why that
Staates
person.
begrenzt, die zollfrei nach Europa eingeführt werden können. Das wird diesen strategischen Industrien
I know, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Und wir werden jetzt in diesen strategischen Dialog
Yeah,
mit
the president will negotiate for the
der Automobilbranche und dem Pharmaziesektor einberufen. Andere strategische Dialoge werden folgen, um gemeinsam
Yeah, it's Prime Minister Starmer's to come in, so.
Europa steht zusammen für die Menschen,
Oh, yeah.
für die Unternehmen, für alle Europäerinnen und Europäer. Vielen Dank.
That's good. Well, have a great day. There's nobody else. I mean, just that's Ursula. It's giving Ursula some talking about. Ooh, airplane. That looks like a. That's like another American plane, you know.
The best course anywhere in the world is Turnberry. The players all want to be at Turnberry.
Yeah, Scotland's the origin of golf.
The infrastructure of the course is good. In fact, the Royal and Ancient, I don't know if you're aware of this, they spent a lot of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably into the millions of dollars, and they've laid all the wire for television and for
Yeah, because Ellie Michelle hasn't really done any more interviews in the
so that when the Open gets there, they have it all
recently after the fire. I think Ellie Michelle's a little bit Heidi, you know.
It would be the best place anywhere
A little Heidi.
in your country to have. There's no place like it.
Heidi McHeidi face.
Like Turnberry, the best, probably the best course in the world, and I would say Aberdeen.
Heidi McHeidi face.
Aberdeen's great. And while we're here, I'll be with
All those are overseas, so it's, these are all gone, so.
course at Aberdeen, which is just about equal to the first.
Saw that. Saw all this and
Highly rated. And the second course is great. Sean Connery helped get me the permits. If it weren't for Sean Connery, we wouldn't have those.
Amelia Ortez. I mean, we should save all this for some.
No, I was never.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Ellie. You're done.
I really have no, really nothing to say about it.
She to watch later 9 years ago, huh? When's on it?
Talked to by a very smart man, by a very good man, Todd Blanche. And I don't know anything about the conversation. I haven't really been following it.
Blanche.
A lot of people are asking me about Barton's. Obviously, this is no time.
Oh, Todd Blanche is Attorney General. Deputy
A lot
Attorney
of people have asked about Barton. This is just not a time to be talking about Barton.
Yeah, I know.
Todd will come back with whatever he's got. And you're making a very big thing over something that's not a big thing.
Yeah.
You should be talking about, if you're going to talk about that, talk about Clinton, talk about the former president of Harvard, talk about all of
Yeah.
his friends, talk about the hedge fund guys that were with him all the time.
All things considered, yeah. I mean,
We had an amazing 6 months, and this is sort of an example of it. Now we're
even with Andrew with a broken heart, it's
having
relatively successful.
meeting with, as you know, the head of the UK, Prime
Yeah.
Minister. I look forward to that. But we're meeting in terms of a deal. We're meeting with the.
I wish somebody could tell me.
And that would be actually the biggest deal of them all if we make it.
No. I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh, you're welcome. Oh.
I'm not focused on conspiracy theories that you are.
Yeah,
And watching people, it's so sad. You're going to talk about the success of our country.
Did a quadrilateral meeting with okay. Sometimes quadrilateral meeting.
Well, I say two things to Europe. Stop the windmills. You're ruining your countries. I really mean it. It's so sad. You fly over and you see these windmills all over the place, ruining your beautiful fields and valleys, and killing your birds. And if they're stuck in the ocean, ruining your oceans. Stop the windmills. And I mean, there's a couple of things I could say, but on immigration, you better get your act together. You're not gonna anymore. You got to get your act together. And we, as you know, last month we had nobody entering our country.
Yeah, Mr. President.
And we took out a lot of bad people that got there with Biden. Biden was a total stiff.
J.C. Walder says
But you're allowing it to happen to
that
your countries.
Tucker Carlson
And you got to stop this horrible invasion that's happening to Europe. Many countries in Europe. Some people.
Wait, this one. I did
leaders
not watch
have
this
not
one,
let it
so
happen.
yeah.
And they're not getting the proper.
Yeah, I
credit.
definitely
They should.
didn't
I
want to
can
see
name
this
them to you
one.
right now, but I'm not going to embarrass the other ones.
So, Mary,
Stop. This immigration is killing Europe. And the other thing,
5 months
stop
ago.
the windmills, killing the beauty of your countries. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know. I'm not sure.
We are living in an age of disruption, of
Hi,
uncertainty.
Condi.
Where human
It is
security
Friday,
is at
July
risk
25th, 2025,
from a
4:13
number of
p.m.
threats. This is a
Pacific
time
time. It's always
where we are being
Pacific time.
threatened
Friday, July
by
25th,
rising
2025.
authoritarianism, by
I
military
guess I
aggression,
just found
by
out just
various
recently that for sure,
and
I think,
environmental threats.
that Alexis might have a boyfriend for
how
possibly
critical in this
3,
game
4, or
of
5
growth
years. I don't know if she
are
actually
credible
broke up with
partnerships, progressive leadership,
So,
and technology and
10 months ago, okay, it is
To discuss that, I have today
a year before the
director
election then.
of Hoover Institute, Dr. Condeleezza
So,
Rice,
I mean,
and
that
the
makes
science
some
field
sense,
chairperson,
Secretary Rice, because
Dr. Rice
that
was
boyfriend would have been the reason
and
why
we'll start with the
my past with Alexis got
concept of
erased. And
So a lot of people
I
say
am
that the
curious,
India-US partnership is a
Secretary
natural
Rice, if you know for sure
between the oldest
if it
and
was
the
only
newest
because I have to love Alexis that I give some of my 2012 memories back, or does Alexis have to love me too? Because I don't know, right? I mean, you understand now. You probably understand that we live in a Back to the Future world. So let me just there is if you go on Tulsi Gabbard's YouTube channel, go on Tulsi Gabbard's YouTube channel. She has a rally. She has a rally on Veterans Day in 2019, and that rally is still there. I mean, I know.
was to fully leverage
At that rally,
fact that you had these
the past
two
Andrew was.
offices,
I'm in that room in that
the oldest,
rally,
that we had,
and I went to that rally thinking that I would meet the Tulsi Gabbard and try to join her campaign and tell her and reveal to her that I was telepathic. And I was planning to use my powers in 2019 to cheat, because that's what I did with this election that I've been doing. And sorry about the Condi, sorry about the black antichrist thing. Because I mean, I'm so sorry. Because I thought that man, this man Steph Armstead, I guess, Steph Armstead.
Everybody respects the Indian
Steph
technology.
Armstead, I mean,
and the
yeah, this is a guy. I mean,
in India, everybody respects India's engineers. The Silicon Valley benefits so much.
3 years ago. I mean, he doesn't have anything other than 3 years ago. I mean,
to our shores, and so I think leveraging that.
Shorts
in our
and
own
yeah,
defense is
he
so
doesn't have
critical
anything.
for our people when you think about the possibilities in.
He doesn't have anything
dealing
not
with the
beyond 3
policy.
years ago. It's really, really far in the past. So
And when you think
he has
of
64 subscribers and 23 videos. I mean,
those who in these
so anyways, it gets a little dangerous talking to. In Elo Yoga, he has this one. And, I mean, this guy. I went to this guy's church and tried to meet Maddie, and they didn't believe me that I was the second coming of Jesus Christ. So, and then Maddie blocked me, and so I mean, I thought this guy was a black antichrist because he's prevented me from loving. But it's 9 months ago, so it's not bad. I mean, he won't be able to change his timeline. So I thought this guy was the black antichrist, and then I thought he was a black antichrist, but he wasn't. Not necessarily, right? Because as far as antichrist goes, Alexis is a boyfriend is more likely to be the antichrist, and I did not know. So I made a mistake. Well, this guy's church did not believe that I was the second coming, which is fair enough. Fair enough, you know. But I got so upset over not meeting Maddie, and I mean, I just went crazy and helped President Trump win the election. So the reason President Trump won the election just because of this and because of Alexis. And, so there's nothing much I can do. I don't know. I mean, it's Oasis Los Angeles, and I don't know if this church is really all that bad, because when I read the Revelation to John, it was verbatim. I mean, it's verbatim. There were two people. The two people talked to me at that church is actually inside the Book of Revelations. So there was I mean, what happened in the Revelation John actually happened according to the church. There were two people. Suppose I will read it again. So what happened? In the beginning of the Revelation John, they said, "Blessed are those who keep faithful to the words." So they did keep faithful to the words of that book on what happened. So the Revelation John actually did accurately describe what happened. So. But we got an issue with it. Because the Catholic Church is that the bride is church, and I'm thinking the bride is actual woman, and I'm thinking the bride in church is an actual woman, and so I don't know what's going to happen, Steph. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to us, and I don't know. I mean, honestly, seriously, there's 200 million people dead in the prophecy. 200 million dead. And if we fuck this up, I mean, so Steph, I don't know what we're gonna do. It's 200 million dead people. 200 million people.
And so we were talking.
I mean, if we're on the wrong timeline, it's 200 million dead people or not. I don't know. So who is the bride? You know, who is the bride? So I just talked to Steph a little bit now. Who is the bride? That's pretty recent. 9 months ago. It's October. So in your future, this is an Elo Yoga with Steph Armstead on Elo Yoga. So I don't know what to do now. I mean, I don't know what to do about Alexis, and I don't know what the future is, because she's 28 years old, and I mean, do I have to wait for her to love me, or do I get to love somebody else? And what happens if I try to love somebody else? And that's what happened last time, right? Think about it real carefully. How did I lose my 2012 timeline? It might have been just because I walked away. So if I do it again, will that mean I'm gonna lose my pass again? Because it looks like localized erasure of Andrew is possible. Basically, you just erase Andrew and don't erase the rest of the world. So the rest of the world is going to be fine, except I lose my knowledge that I am a time machine.
I believe that our
But I mean, look at how, think about how dangerous, nice Indian lady, think about how dangerous that is. If other people remember Andrew as a time machine, and I don't, and Andrew doesn't remember as a time machine, somebody could try to befriend me and try to manipulate Andrew's beliefs, timeline, values, like the transcendental meditation people possibly try to do, and try to manipulate time.
I also think that
Right, because if the transcendental meditation people wanted a democratic Andrew, they could try to manipulate me and try to affect at least the future. Maybe not the past. I have no idea how much of the past they can change. I am not. Yes, I am not so sure how human beings can change. How much of the past they can actually alter.
And this is something that I think we
And it is absolutely interesting and scary for.
one of the reasons that India continues to have the defense relationship with
But
Russia.
y'all Indians, right? So make sure to tell your government that that be careful, and I think because in the future India fires a cruise missile at Pakistan, and it's a dual purpose cruise missile, and the Pakistanis were unsure that it was nuclear or not, and I already told VP Vance and Marco Rubio to warn the Pakistani government that it's not nuclear, so there is no nuclear conflict between India and Pakistan. So there is no risk at all, and it's a very short exchange of missiles in the future in May. In May of 2025. So, and the only reason there's no nuclear war, no danger between India and Pakistan is because I know the future and I can warn you all about it. So what happens to the world if I lose my ability to warn people? And this is literally why the pandemic happened. Because in order for me to be able to warn people, I have to have my powers, know that I have powers. If I go through an event like the pandemic, and the me in during that period has no idea has superpowers, I am not in control of warming. And right now, I don't think I'm in control of time at all because I'm lacking Alexis. And it has to do with desire, Secretary Rice, because I'm sad and then I'm living in a timeline I don't want to live in. I basically do not have the ability to control events in the world and shape world events to my will, because I am living in a world I don't want to live in, basically. Because I want to be in love with Alexis. I want to at least be in love with somebody, you know, my one true love, whoever my one true love actually is. And I no longer know who my one true love is. I suspect it's still Alexis, or maybe not. And without that desire, without knowing who my love is, and knowing that I have a future that I want to live in, I cannot help the world form a favorable timeline. And there are wars breaking out, and then there's no peace deals. There's no peace deal in Gaza. There's no peace deal in Ukraine. We did manage to get a ceasefire between Pakistan and India, but Thailand and Cambodia are now fighting a minor conflict because somebody in Thailand stepped on a landmine. And a soldier lost his leg, and then Thailand retaliated by launching attacks from F-16s on Cambodia. Cambodia fired rocket artillery at Thailand, and Thailand fired rocket artillery back at Cambodia. I mean, civilian deaths are basically over 10. So civilian deaths in Thailand and Cambodia. I mean, the world is absolutely unstable. Absolutely unstable without Andrew having someone to love. Without the bride, that bride and the revelation to John, and I am scared. Andrew's scared. Andrew doesn't know what to do. And if Alexis is truly in love with that man that she's been with possibly for almost 4 or 5 years, we might be in trouble. But think about it, right? 4 or 5 years, you should have married already. They should have gotten married, and the only reason they didn't get married is because they needed the causality from me that that I fall in love with Alexis. If they had gotten married, I would have said, "Oh, Alexis is married." I never meet Alexis. I never get the causality sent backwards in time, and she doesn't exist. Alexis doesn't exist. This Alexis, with all the causality that she was supposed to be the bride of the most chosen one. Let's say chosen one. She was supposed to be the bride of the chosen one. So that doesn't happen if she marries somebody in the past. And now what might she try to do, right? If that causality still exists with Alexis and Andrew falling in love, and she try to transfer that causality basically, because that's what I would try to do. Because I would try to transfer that causality to my new love, the boyfriend, and see if you can transfer the superpowers to that boyfriend. That's one of the things I would try. And if she tries and it doesn't work because it's genetics, because my power is responsible from genetics, if it doesn't work, it might actually alter the timeline. So the moment she marries that man, she might actually alter the timeline again, just like what happened with me between 2019 and 2020. And I might actually lose all my knowledge that I have superpowers again. And what happens to this moment in the future, in your future, in my past, where I use my superpowers to help Pakistan and India avoid a war? I mean, we might literally end up in another timeline where Pakistan and India has a limited nuclear conflict, and then afterwards I rediscover I have superpowers. So the pandemic might happen with that. I mean, I don't think Alexis has thought this through. I really don't think she has thought this through. Why?
It's fundamentally different.
It is scary.
Not just because technology has been added, but because
Anyway, Andrew's 100% organic. No nanobots, no technology in the future. I've been talking to Greg Braden. She has a podcast. I mean, in that podcast gets released. That podcast gets released to the public in about 2 months. But
isolating country did not want to be
Greg Braden and Elon Musk like to think that we are in a computer simulation. We are not. We are. This is real. The world is real, and the reason why they think it's a simulation is because I can change the timeline like Back to the Future. And if I can change the timeline, it's the same thing as altering the matrix. In the movie Racers, they talk about someday someone's going to be born with the ability to alter the matrix. And when I change the timeline, it's just like altering the matrix. And how do you not see the world as almost a simulation if somehow the physical nature of the planet can actually change from one man's thoughts? Whatever thoughts I sent backwards in time and altering the timeline, you would view this world as almost a simulation. But it's not. It's really not. It's just
You think AI can be a
I know.
little scary? Go talk to people who do
Yeah.
bioengineering and synthetic biology.
I know, right? And there's also possibly how many people, what happens to there are other human beings like me in the future? When they figure out how my brain works, Condi, and they try to replicate
at the frontier and
Andrew's brain, and we start living in a world with multiple people with my brain. If multiple human beings with my brain, they all start trying to send information back and stuff, all try to change time. What happens to our world? What happened to
we will have debates.
What kind of world are we living?
What generative AI will mean.
I mean, what does it mean to have a world when if you figure out exactly what's special about Andrew's brain, and then other human beings start getting born with my brain, with my abilities?
And what we have to be very careful of is that we keep running as fast as we can. Because right now everybody is talking about the fact that there's certain things you can't do.
And by the way,
because they can't get the NVIDIA chip. But it won't be long before they figure it out.
Yeah.
And so our plan has to be to run as fast as we possibly can. And I think we run faster
what happens?
India and the United States than
It's a race to understand Andrew's brain, basically. It becomes a race to understand Andrew's brain. And then the countries that with the first understanding, I guarantee you, Condi, that the Chinese have actually picked up something I draw. Like I drink a soda, there's a straw. They picked up a trash and they sequence my DNA. The Chinese have absolutely everybody country sequence my DNA, but they may not have my stem cells. They have my somatic DNA from my cheeks.
In India, Oxford, Great Britain, Stanford, MIT.
So I've actually given President Biden permission to sequence my DNA from my blood. So they must have gotten my blood from my doctor and sequenced my DNA. Like the United States government must have sequenced my DNA and
relationships as well.
the U.S. government has my DNA, but what they really need is a brain scan of Andrew, like active MRI in my brain. They have an X-ray in my brain. They could get an X-ray in my brain because I had to get a 3D X-ray for my teeth. So they have X-rays of my brain, but that's not the same thing as active MRI of my brain. X-ray of my brain, you can actually possibly, it's soft tissue. You can't see jack and shit with X-rays, you know. You need an active MRI with Andrew's brain, and that has not happened yet.
And innovation always
So, I mean, I don't know what to do, and I still haven't gotten a phone call from President Trump, and I'm still talking to you. I will try to learn from you, and the Indians have a strong connection to the transcendental meditation community, and Dr. Tony Nader is the leader of Transcendental Meditation. So India, the country of India, needs to get involved in all figuring out what's going on. Because Ali Michelle learned transcendental meditation, and they have PO2TM has a strong connection to Ali Michelle. And Alexis might have had a boyfriend that's inserted in, I don't know. And I don't know if Alexis' boyfriend is a Russian spy, by the way. I don't know. And I don't know if the U.S. government has contacted Alexis or Ali Michelle and explain to them we have to be very careful. Because I think Ali Michelle and Alexis just thinks whatever they do is absolutely fine because the timeline is just single fatalistic, deterministic. But I know absolutely for sure it's not true. Because there's nowhere in hell that I remember in 2019 I had superpowers and just lose the knowledge that I have superpowers. That's just not possible. I still don't know how that experience for other human beings are. Because in 2019 I should be living in another universe, but in 2020 I was living in a different universe where I don't have powers, and now I'm living in the universe and I remember some of it. So what is the experience for other human beings? I know, right? I mean, am I jumping universes, or is other people still have those memories when I experience it? So that I don't know now. I haven't met anybody that can tell me that they actually remember this entire timeline. This timeline now that I know that I have a 2012 timeline that I was supposed to. I basically was supposed to know I have superpowers in 2012 for sure. The 2012 Zero Dark 30 Jessica Chastain. I'm sitting in the theater talking to Jessica Chastain, saying, "Oh, I better go talk to Barack Obama how to kill Osama bin Laden. Otherwise, how we have the knowledge to find it." So in 2012, I knew that I was talking to movie actors, and for whatever reason, I did not try to join the Obama administration. It might have been what happened with my heart. As soon as I found my superpowers, I was so angry at President Obama. I just maybe the anger over Terry Madenholm, not over Alexis. I didn't know I had to love Alexis over another woman. That might be the reason why immediately after I find out, I don't join the Obama administration or even try. So just not letting the government know that I found out and just staying out of the government might have been part of the reason why people were able to do this at all. Because I think in 2012, the government just did not have the ability to just make contact with that past Andrew and start using that past Andrew to shape the timeline. And that might have been why. It's all about. It might all be about who wants control of Andrew, how to control me.
whenever
You
we
know,
have allowed innovation to flourish
yeah.
across this entire ecosystem.
But anyway, all the causality. I mean, even President Bush in that State of the Union speech, President Bush was saying the year 2025. He knew that I was contacting from the year 2025, and that is the causality that he has. President Bush has in 2025, but that's from this continuum, this timeline, and there might have been another timeline that just doesn't exist for other human beings anymore. Which means President Bush, President Obama, everybody had all their memories from this continuum. So this continuous memories has overridden everybody, basically. I think, unless you have how, right? How do you have another set of memories from that State of the Union address? You don't. I mean, you have memories from this continuum. Everybody has, every other human has a memory from this continuum. So, yeah, I think that's what Alexis and Ellie thinks, because they have memories from this continuum, and only this continuum, this timeline.
And,
that's my best guess.
You can name the great names of innovators in
And Andrew might be a little unique in remembering some alternate timelines. And there's a guy that Matthias and he says he says he remembered alternate lives. I think he might be lying. He might be so then I come after this guy Matthias.
We sent a bunch of kids to
is this Danica Patrick? Or maybe it's blue.
We
I don't see him now.
many more of them to India.
Because Matthias, because his name is Matthias, and
we will see that. And
yes, he does. 201, it is. It's 2 years ago. It's 2 years. He does. Matthias de Stefano. He she's already in October. I mean, in September. This is September.
It's still the policy that I would have followed. But there was a
September 9th, yeah, September 9th. So in September, the podcast for Matthias should already be out, because it's pretty early.
Their values would start to change.
Easy A podcast, that guy named Matthias, he says he has memories of, he has memories of alternate timelines and stuff. I think he's lying through his teeth. I think he's a charlatan, con man. Making money from lying to people about making shit up about. I'm gonna have to watch this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this and tell Danica he might be a charlatan. But maybe, right? I mean,
I think it's by
so what happens, right?
And not only is it
because I know for sure I can be changed. So what happens? How would you change me, right? Maybe some people remember conversations from me that they from a completely different Andrew.
I see David Mulford out there, who was a big part.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to change me.
But that was continued by the Obama administration, and then by the Trump administration, and then
that
by
is
the
an interesting question.
And so I think it's not only bipartisan; it's enduring. And one of the problems in American politics is that
how does it happen? How do I remember in 2019? Because I've been talking to Condi about it. 2019, Veterans Day, Tulsi Gabbard rally. I am in that room. I mean, by the way, I'm muting Alicia. Alicia's on MSNBC on TV, and she's listening too. So.
From whoever occupies the White House.
I mean, think about it, Alicia. I remember 2019 having superpowers. In 2020, 2021, no superpowers. 2021, about June to August or to September, relearned it. As soon as I relearned it in September, somebody tries to kill me.
Japan, on the other hand.
I mean, I thought somebody tried to kill me with a car accident. I was got a really, really bad car accident. September 26, 2021. I mean, I tried to drive 88 miles per hour on the local street, and I could not brake enough, and I got in a really, really bad car accident. I almost died. So I almost died in 2021 now. I think as soon as somebody found out that I rediscovered my superpowers, somebody tried to kill me. Somebody tried to manipulate Andrew to kill himself, basically. So people did not like me as a. They really didn't like me. I mean,
which shows maybe maybe the United States is
Anyway.
finally recognizing how important that is.
I mean, I've been literally save Pakistan and India from nuking each possibly, right? And I do have some uses, but
The trajectories
so I
also
don't know,
include
Condi. I won't find as many of these to watch as we have, but India and Pakistan is okay. Ceasefire is holding. There's no moving. U.S. broken ceasefire is holding, and
I think many people may not.
the State Department has promised to get involved over Kashmir, and then we're trying to see if we can settle this so that you guys don't have to fight anymore in the future, you know.
And innovation.
So we have a lot on our plate though, because Marco Rubio is Secretary of State, and we are not getting peace in Gaza, and we are not getting peace in Ukraine, and we did get peace between Congo and Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, believe it or not. At least a promise of peace, and we will have to watch it. So Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, we actually did something about it. So it's that M23 rebel group that we have to work with. So they did sign a sort of like a memorandum of understanding to disarm, but we'll see what happens in Rwanda and Congo. So there's some hope, real hope with them.
6 individual major corporate billion-dollar
I mean,
in 2.5 years will use maybe.
I wish Alexis
speed of innovation.
would tell me an answer, and I think she doesn't want to tell me the answer because she doesn't like the answer. I think Alexis might have a short life because she's married to that boyfriend. Same as her mother. If you know who Alexis was, a nice Indian lady, naughty. Her mother died from breast cancer, and she might die from breast cancer too because of the boyfriend. And she doesn't like that answer. She's like, basically, if Andrew loves Alexis, it would be a long life for both of us, I believe. But she doesn't like the answer, and she has a short life possibly. And she thinks it's fatalistic, it's deterministic because that boyfriend is basically going to kill her. So, and she doesn't know how to fix it anymore because she wants to love that boyfriend, and she doesn't want to die. I mean, nobody wants to die. I think that is the most likely reason, and she doesn't know how to fix it. And that is an absolutely good reason why the pandemic happened and I lost. I mean, think about it real hard, right? If Alexis and Andrew no longer has a future together, that past no longer exists, and that's why. But I still remember the 2019 and 2012 pieces of it. I mean, I shouldn't remember it at all, basically. I mean, I shouldn't remember any of it.
Sorry about that.
So why do I remember, right? I mean, why do I remember any of it? I should not have any connection with her. I mean, is it just from me loving her, even though she doesn't love me? The remnants of a love story? That I still remember that timeline? Yeah, I mean,
the potential
I mean,
on the side
I can't believe she didn't think these things
we
through.
both have huge populations.
Hopefully in 2025 she will think these
of the
things through.
technological revolution.
And we'll finish listening to this and
India, and there are corners of the United
yeah,
States
I mean,
where people don't feel that they have.
I'm basically
real
talking about my life
opportunities.
now, so.
And so education is an area that we know these technologies are going to make.
That's the thing. I'm running low on all the videos on Alexis, and I don't know if it won't make any difference in the past because she's still with that boyfriend, and the present means she just basically did not listen to my advice. So I need to talk to her in the present somehow, in the person, and ask her to make a decision in the present. After thinking these through and knowing for sure that it's safe to do. And then whatever her life is, just whatever her life is. And if she chooses to die early, that will be her choice because of that boyfriend. If Alexis chooses to die early because of that boyfriend, there's a Ryan Reynolds. He just figured out that Alexis' boyfriend could have killed. Yeah, I mean, her boyfriend could have killed her. Who wants to date a boyfriend that kills you, right? I mean, not the brightest woman that did not follow me. I'm sorry. There's Ryan Reynolds of the commercial. Ryan Reynolds does transcendental meditation and yeah, absolutely. Yeah, interesting reaction just had.
So
Well, the good news is for now, I'm still at 100% aware that I don't even know your name. I should learn your name. Because I could hear her nodding. It means she's absolutely aware
The
of
second thing is
how John's based. John Chambers is the message. What is? Director of the Hoover Institute. Well, I have a special request. If I post any Hoover Institute, do not flag it for copyright violation anymore. USIS PF, but in the caption it doesn't say. Transcript, maybe transcript. Maybe it does mention your name. That's Indian lady. John Chambers, Dr. Kona. Dr. Kona, maybe John Chambers. Dr. Kona Hoover. Well, yeah. I'll try to find out. Okay. Fireside chat with Condi. Anyway.